Hello and welcome to CD Projekt Group Strategy Update. I'm Adam Kiciński and together with Piotr Nilubowicz and Michał Nowakowski, we will be talking about how the company has been evolving over the last 18 months and how we see our business and its future. We are excited to share with you our long-term outlook on key products we plan to focus on over the years to come. The foundations of our business and the values we embrace remain unchanged. We are here to create revolutionary role-playing games with memorable stories that inspire gamers. This has brought us to where we are today. 20 years ago, when we started CD Projekt Red, it was just a handful of enthusiasts with a bold vision. We aimed to create a huge, story-driven RPG in a universe known from fantasy books. Given the little experience and resources we had back then, it was like reaching for the stars. Today, we have two amazing, powerful franchises, The Witcher and Cyberpunk. CD Projekt Studios teams are over 1,100 people strong, among them over 700 developers. We have delivered 4 profound and memorable games that continue to appeal to more and more gamers. Speaking of which, I'm proud to say that Cyberpunk 2077 recently hit the mark of 20 million copies sold. With this, we have collectively sold over 85 million copies of our 4 flagship games so far. Having said that, we remain as hungry and ambitious today as we were 20 years ago. Thanks to full creative and financial independence, we truly feel that our future is in our own hands. It's deeply motivating. Let's first look at what we've done since the last strategy update. Here is Piotr to tell you more.
Thank you, Adam. Having learned our lessons from the Cyberpunk 2077 launch, we pushed for changes. Since last year's strategy update, in which the Red 2.0 transformation played a central role, we've been introducing significant improvements that lay the groundwork for the company's further growth. First, we've been working on improving our internal organization, focusing on building healthy, strong teams as they continue to grow. Second, the studio now uses agile work methodology, and we keep iterating to further optimize our development processes. A key strategic decision was forming a long-term partnership with Epic Games. Unreal Engine will be the technology which we will build upon to deliver our creative vision, CD Projekt Red's unique style and exceptional quality in open-world storytelling. In the longer run, it should also boost our effectiveness and predictability. Last year, our group joined forces with 2 new teams, the experienced developers at CD Projekt Red Vancouver studio and the Boston-based Molasses Flat. And this year, we've welcomed 2 members to CD Projekt's management board, Paweł Zawodny, CTO and head of production, and Jeremiah Cohn, CMO and head of the franchise development team. Those initiatives supported one of our key goals to carry out parallel development of 2 AAA projects. We achieved this in early 2022. Being able to work on more than one project simultaneously is crucial for our future growth. And at the same time, we've been working hard on further supporting Cyberpunk 2077 by releasing substantial updates and its new-gen edition. Finally, we've been extending our franchise flywheel, which includes the recent release of our first very successful anime production, Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Building on this foundation, we plan to expand our business in the following directions: boosting our development abilities to deliver more content to gamers with a prime focus on quality, introducing multiplayer experiences, and further expanding our enduring franchises. At the same time, tolerance and respect for everyone around, gamers, team members, and business partners, but also the environment in which we operate, are at the heart of what we stand for. At CD Projekt, the environmental, social, and governance aspects are inherent parts of our business and our internal culture. We've provided a broader description of our approach to ESG, including actions already undertaken, in a separate deep dive video session. Now, I'll tell you a bit about our employee-related ambitions. Everything we do and everything we create, universes, stories, and algorithms, comes from the minds of our people. Our team is the source of our strength. In order to develop the world's best video games and work on other ambitious projects, we need talented, passionate, and involved people. In other words, we must be seen as the employer of choice for top talent. To boost our competitiveness on the global market, besides creating healthy organization and offering involvement in delivering revolutionary games, we are redesigning our compensation system. It should also include an incentive scheme similar to those offered by our top global competitors. Attracting and retaining top talent is one thing, enhancing their career development is another. We are committed to supporting our people in expanding their skills and talents. What does this mean in practice for us? We aim to give each individual team member a chance to grow according to their development direction. We work with top-class mentors and trainers. And also, as leaders, we want to strive for managerial excellence to help our people realize their full potential. We also want to give our employees greater independence in making their own decisions, which of course also entails greater responsibility. We believe that this approach will promote stronger involvement and ownership, resulting in even higher quality of our work. And speaking of quality, it's of paramount importance, also as far as motivation is concerned. There is nothing more motivating than taking pride in your own products. Products with the ambition to inspire others. Now, let's talk about our franchises. Michał is here to tell you more.
Thank you, Piotr. In our last year's strategy update, we presented the idea of the franchise flywheel, an ecosystem of comic books, TV, film, animation, merchandise, and spin-off games we are building around our IPs. With proper execution, every element adds momentum to the flywheel. The whole idea behind this is to expand our brands and help them reach new audiences and new heights. Being part of pop culture is crucial for a company's strategy. Jeremiah Kahn talks about it more in a separate video. With millions of the Witcher and Cyberpunk fans looking for more content, we want to open up to external collaborations in development of new projects on top of our internal efforts. By doing so, we do not want to cut corners when it comes to quality and meeting gamers' expectations. We are already working on a major project with a completely external team, and we expect to have a few carefully selected more in the years to come. Mobile games will be a part of that approach as well. For the first time in our history, we are opening up to working with external development teams to create new games within our franchises. We aim to work with experienced partners who would do justice to our brands and create fun and worthwhile experiences for our fans. We are doing all that to provide new and fun ways to interact with our brands and at the same time let internal teams focus on what drives us as a company. Creating revolutionary role-playing games with memorable stories that inspire gamers around the world is what we're here for. Now let's go back to Adam.
Thank you, Michał. This is the right moment to talk about the long-term outlook of our key products. For starters, this year we plan to release The Witcher 3 for new-gen consoles and in 2023 a major expansion for Cyberpunk 2077, titled Phantom Liberty. Now, allow me to introduce our production plans for further years. The first 3 releases in our pipeline will belong to the Witcher franchise, and we've already started pre-production of 2 of them. The Molasses Flat game, codenamed Sirius, is set in the Witcher universe and is being created with support from CD Projekt Red developers. It will differ from our past productions, in the sense that it is targeted at a broader audience. Along with the single-player experience, gamers will be able to play with others, as Sirius will contain multiplayer. Another project, codenamed Polaris, is the game which opens the new Witcher saga, further expands upon the open-world storytelling known from The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. There will be 3 games in the saga, and we aim to deliver them over a 6-year period starting from the release of Polaris. It's a bold statement, as we are talking about 3 large-scale productions, but we really mean it, and we have a plan on how to achieve it. Both the second and the third installments will, in technological terms, benefit from the groundwork laid during development of Polaris. In this way, we aim to smoothen the development processes, while at the same time staying creatively ambitious. The next project, codenamed Canis Majoris, will be another full-fledged Witcher production. It will be created by an external team that Michał just spoke about, headed by experienced developers who have worked on earlier Witcher games. Tech-wise, we plan to use Unreal Engine 5 and the toolset we are creating for Polaris. As you have seen, there is a lot happening in the world of The Witcher. Now, let's jump into the dystopian future. Another project that we want to focus on is Orion. Again, it's a codename. The next cyberpunk game that will fully unleash the potential that this universe offers. Our ambitious plans will require a lot of work, dedication, and further growth of the team. Speaking of which, I have important news to share. We are creating a new studio based in North America, next to the Molasses Flood, which will remain solely focused on Sirius. We are setting up a team in Boston that, together with our existing Vancouver-based team, will establish CD Projekt Red North America. This studio will be in charge of leading development of Orion. This move will enable us to fully draw upon the North American talent pool. But even that isn't everything we've got in store for the coming years. Let's have a sneak peek at a completely new endeavor. Michał is here again to tell you more.
I am excited to announce that CD Projekt Red has begun creative exploration on a third entirely distinct IP, codename Ada. We had started thinking about it a few years ago. Early-stage conceptual works commenced in 2021, and for the first time in our history, the IP is being incubated entirely within CD Projekt Red. It is important to understand that we are not making a game just yet. We are working on the foundation of this new setting. That will be all about the new games, but we have more to share with you today. While we believe that our games and worlds we create within them are telling great stories that impact many, we also believe that letting gamers interact with each other will create new experiences for them. By doing so, we do not want to make the single-player experiences smaller in any way because of that direction. What is important, UE5, our new engine, offers a solid tech framework allowing us to develop multiplayer for most of our future titles. Our approach to developing online competences and a broad overview of the technological changes occurring at the group are presented by board members responsible for these respective fields, Paweł Zawodny and Piotr Karłowski. They do that in a separate video. Going back to our idea of expanding brands in different pop culture fields, we continue to explore the motion picture and TV series market. Cyberpunk Edgerunners anime, created with Studio Trigger in Japan and aired globally through Netflix, has proven that creating high-quality additional content for the fans of our IPs is the way to go, both from a perspective of the brand expansion and the business side of things. We have many more ideas, and we will be happy to share with you more when the time is right. As you can see, we have quite a bit on our hands. In the years to come, we want to bring many new projects to our fans around the world. Some internal, some external, and all of them need to be high quality. To do all that, we are opening up another North American team. We are beginning our work on the third IP, we are planning to add multiplayer to some of our future titles, and we are planning to do more in the area of TV and film. That is a lot to prove, but we believe that with the right talent, right brands, right strategy, and the right vision, we are well prepared for the goals we set for ourselves. And now, let's go back to Adam.
All right, when we think about CD Projekt looking to new horizons, we see three unique, powerful, and enduring franchises. In their centers, we see a growing number of games with memorable single-player stories extended to multiplayer experiences. On top of that, we see new content and products enhancing ways of experiencing our universes. With all of this, our franchise wheels will spin up, gaining more and more momentum. We see CD Projekt as a growing force shaped by our teams taking pride in the games they deliver and bold in their ambitions. We experiment, innovate, and create, and we are still all about reaching for the stars. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.